Need computer training for a group or office? Contact us today to get a free demo of our training at www.teachucomp.com/enterprise-licensing.
When you transform an object, you can scale, resize, skew, or otherwise adjust the boundaries of the selected object. There are many things that can be transformed, like layers, selections, and shapes. So, to first apply a transformation, you'll need to have the object that you wish to transform selected. We've gone ahead and used our quick selection tool to make our selection. Then you can apply an individual transformation by using the commands listed in the side menu that appears when you select Edit and Transform from the menu bar. You can select Scale, which scales the object in relation to a given reference point. Rotate, which rotates the object around a reference point. Skew, which allows you to horizontally and vertically slant the object. Distort, which allows you to warp an object in any direction by stretching it. Or Perspective, which allows you to change the perspective you appear to have in regards to the object. You can also choose Warp, and when you do, you can select from several pre-made warp options from the drop-down up in the options bar, or you can click on any of the anchor points to warp the image yourself. If you want to apply multiple transformations, you may find it easier to select Edit and Free Transform from the menu bar, located just above Transform. This command allows you to perform all of the transformations in one tool instead of having to perform multiple transformations individually. When you transform a bitmap image, pixels are often added so that the image becomes less sharp with each individual transformation. You can use the Free Transform command to apply multiple transformations at once and avoid losing sharpness in bitmap images that you're transforming. When you select the Free Transform command, you'll see the bounding box surround the selected object. Note the small circle or crosshairs right in the middle of the bounding box. It's kind of faint, but it's right there. This is the reference point around which the transformations will occur. You can click and drag the small circle to a new location if you want to change the given center for the transformation effect. So you can just click and drag that wherever you want. You can also click on one of the small squares in the reference point location button up in the options bar to set the point as well. That's up here, so you'll see those small squares and you can click anywhere you want. You can click in the center to set it back in the center. You can then scale the object by placing your mouse pointer over one of the square handles and clicking and dragging with your mouse. For example, one of the corner ones here, you could click, drag like that. Now, if you hold down the Shift key and drag from one corner, you will perform this task to scale while maintaining perspective. So I can hold down my Shift key, click and drag, and it'll keep the perspective that we have, like that. You could also enter a width and a height for the object by typing it into the W for width and H for height text boxes up in the options bar. To rotate the object, place your mouse pointer outside of the bounding box until it becomes a bent double-pointed arrow. Then just click and drag to rotate it. Now you can also hold down your Shift key to constrain the rotation to 15-degree increments if you like, or you can also type a rotation degree in the Rotate text box up in the options bar to do the same thing. You'll see that when you click and drag, the rotation changes up here. You can put in any value you want. To distort the image in relation to the currently selected reference point, hold down the Alt key on your keyboard and click and drag one of the handles to distort the object. You can distort the object freely by simply holding down the Control key on your keyboard and then clicking and dragging one of the selection handles. So for example, I can hold down the Alt key and then I can distort the object like that. To skew the object, hold down Control and Shift on your keyboard and then click and drag with the mouse on one of the handles that appear at the side of the object's bounding border to slant the object. So Control and Shift and one of the side handles here, and then you can slant the object like that. Now you can also skew by typing values into the H and V text boxes up in the options bar. You can change the perspective by holding down Control, Alt, and Shift on your keyboard and then clicking and dragging by one of the corner selection handles to change the perspective. If you want to move the selected object, place your mouse inside of the bounding border over the object and then just click and drag the mouse to move the selection to a new location. When you're finished making your transformations, you just click the confirm check mark in the options bar or the cancel button in the options bar to cancel what you've done. So you can really have some fun playing around with your different images and rotating them around and skewing them and making all sorts of different transformations.
Like what you see? Get a free demo of our training for groups of 5 or more at www.teachucomp.com/enterprise-licensing.